Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hut. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut 3, and hopefully you can subscribe to the channel. I'm so screwed up with the voice. But we're talking about WFAN again. And they're going to have a host, a big host, a big personality is going to host a show on Thanksgiving morning. I can't believe this. I don't know, it's because he got driven to the airport, or he asked for a ride to help him move. But it seems that the great Keith Hernandez is going to be co-hosting a show. And this is from Awful Announcing. I don't know if he lost a bet or what. Keith Hernandez co-hosting Thanksgiving WFAN morning show. 2 hours of unfiltered talk radio should bode well for Hernandez. And he's going to take calls, too. That's what I've heard. Longtime WFAN radio host Richard Neer will make his return to the station this Thanksgiving morning. And he's bringing Keith Hernandez with him. Neer hosted Saturday mornings on WFAN for 37 years until this past May, when the station decided to change its weekday lineup, with Neer's show being replaced by a Saturday morning lineup that includes that dope Joe Bonango and the psycho killer Chris McMonagle. WFAN still opted to keep him as a part-time host around the holidays. Okay. This week, Neer will fill in to host Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti's morning show on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, from 6 to 10. And Neer will get a little help from his friend, Keith Hernandez. Again, he must have gotten a ride to the airport, who has agreed to co-host the second half of the show. Neer and Hernandez are neighbors at Hilton Head, South Carolina. The commute was likely appealing to Hernandez, although not appealing enough to get him to join before 8 a.m. I mean, who the hell wants to do a show radio, talk about sports at 6 o'clock in the morning? I don't even do live shows at 7 o'clock. Hernandez oftentimes not wanting to work for free or any more than he has to. But after Neer filled Jerry Seinfeld's void by helping Hernandez move into his Hilton Head home early this year, maybe the former Mets first baseman decided to return the favor with 2 hours of his time on Thanksgiving. And there are pictures over the internet of him helping him move. It's one of the funniest things. You didn't need Jerry Seinfeld to help him move. You got Richard Neer. One of the more really, I hate to say it. I don't know him. But there's no more boring radio host than Richard Neer was. As great as Hernandez is alongside Gary Cohen and Ron Darling, the SNY booth for the New York Mets, 2 hours of unfiltered talk radio should bode well for the often outspoken MLB analyst. The WFAN appearance also comes as Hernandez is without a contract for next season, although Ron Darling and Steve Gelbs have both shared confidence that a deal will get done. Keith's going to resign. The Wilpons would be crazy, and they still own SNY. They'd be crazy not that today would be destroyed around here. But Keith going to do, again, Richard Neer was on Saturdays. I don't know why he was on Saturdays for all those years. For 37 years. No more boring guy. And then I remember he used to do it during the nights. He used to be the night host, late night host. The nighttime host from like 6 to 10 sometimes. Tough to listen to because he's so boring. He didn't say anything bad. He didn't say anything controversial. He never said anything interesting. Never said anything of value. He was also known as a DJ, a rock DJ, one of the oldie stations back in the 80s and 90s. So he's actually been an institution on radio, believe it or not. I thought he was one of the more boring talk show hosts on the fan. But to have Keith go in there, who knows what Keith will say? I think Keith will be fine. I don't think he'll say anything crazy. And they're going to take calls, too. Keith taking calls on Thursday. What did they ask him about the moment? Did he agree to anything else? I don't know. But, Keith he's a great broadcaster. He's a great analyst for the Mets. He's a great player. We know that. One of the great players in the history of the Mets. And he is a future Hall of Famer in my book. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten in yet. He should have gotten in many years ago. But It's going to be a fun listen to. Or it might be boring. The hell knows how Keith's going to be at 8 o'clock in the morning. I think he's doing it in Richard Neal's home studio. They're not even going up to the studios in Manhattan. They're staying down in South Carolina. I don't know if he's going to the house to show up or he's doing it remote from his house down with his dog that he has, but Duncan. But who knows? Or McDuff. He calls him McDuff. The other dog was Duncan. I don't think he had. What the hell am I talking about? Well, anyway, it's McDuff. I think his dog's name was. But Keith will do a good job, and it'll be entertaining. Maybe I'll do a video on it if it's of value. But you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, this is the Baseball Hut 3. We talk about broadcasting and whatever I think is interesting in the sports world in terms of the media. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you later.